Good morning, all. We will start with the next set of examples for moment area method. Yesterday and prior to yesterday, we have taken cantilever beams, right? So today we will see how to find the slope deflection in case of simply supported beams, right? So we have to find the rotation and the supports and the deflection. The question is find rotation. Rotation means what? Slope. Find the rotation and deflection. Now rotation at the support it is, and deflection at midspan. Okay, deflection at midspan and under the loads for the simply supported beam shown. Clear? So this is the question, and the diagram goes like this. So first we have to take a standard case. We'll solve for a standard case, and then we will find with the values, numericals. Consider a simply supported beam of length L. So it is given, and there are 2-point loads in this pattern whose magnitude is W. Okay, L and W. So these are your supports, support A and say support B. These are the points where there are point loads. So support C and support D. Midspan is called as E. Okay, there's a midspan which is E. Then come 1 minute, 1 minute. I have someone here. Hello, I'm sorry, I'm back. So we have to find the slope deflection for this simply supported beam where there are 2-point loads, and we have to find the slope at the support there. So the beam is going to deflect like this now because of the loading. So I need to find how we find the slope generally. We have to draw a tangent to that elastic curve like this, and this would be your theta that we find. And what is the formula for theta? To get the theta from the moment area method, we take the area of the bending moment diagram, correct? So this is the theta. And then if I want to find, say, the theta at this point, if I draw a tangent over here, will it be possible for me? No. So we have to find a slope at the supports and a deflection at midspan, delta. Deflection at midspan, delta is the given question. Now when this is a simply supported beam and I have equidistantly placed these two loads, means what are the lengths going to be? This is going to be L by 3. This also is going to be L by 3, and this is also going to be L by 3. Okay, L by 3, L by 3, L by 3 are the spans. These are the point loads. Now for this figure we have to find. In this case, the bending moment diagram first we have to draw. How do we draw the bending moment diagram? Or for bending moment diagram, I require RA and RB. Right, RA and RB. How do you calculate the RA and RB? So if I take summation f of y equal to 0, if I go by strength of materials method, I have RA plus RB, 1, 2 up, minus W is equal to 0. So RA plus RB is equal to 2 times of W, or 2, okay. To get the next, either RA or RB, we take moment at A equal to 0, right? When I'm taking moment at this point equal to 0, RB into L minus W into L by 3 minus W into how much? L by 2L by 3, right? And then RB into L is there only. So minus RB into L plus W into L by 3, okay, plus W into L by 3 plus L by 3, right, is equal to 0. From here we should get the value of RB, that is going to be W only. And other shortcut method, if I want to tell you, look at the figure. Is this a symmetrical figure? Yes or no? Is this a symmetrical figure? Yes, no, put it into the chat box. Symmetrical, if I fold it along this axis, is it same on both the sides? Yes, okay. So it is a symmetrical figure. So when it is symmetrical figure, your RA and RB are going to be same values. And we can always remember, upward reactions is going to be equal to the downward forces. So upward reaction is what? RA plus RB, and downward reactions is 2W. And because it is symmetrical, RA is going to be W, RB also is going to be W. Same way, if I give you a, say, we take a beam like this, and there is a central point load W, okay, A and B. What is the value of RA? It is equally distributed both the places. It is going to be W by 2. If you do it, solve it by equations of equilibrium also, you will get W by 2. But because it is symmetric, and directly say that this half goes here, this half goes over here. So RA is going to be W by 2, RB is going to be W by 2. Same way, because it is a symmetrical figure, this is half of the total load is going over here, half of the total load is going over here. Okay, so W is RA, W is RB. Directly, without showing this also, if you write RA equal to RB is going to be equal to W is also fine. Clear? So once we know the value of RA, RB, we have to plot the bending moment diagram. So how do we plot the bending moment diagram? Right? So this is 1/3 and 1/3. Okay. It goes into sagging or hogging. We have a beam like this, W, this is RA, and this is RB. So bending moment diagram, how? RA into L by, this is how much? L by 3, L by 3 and L by 3. RA into L by 3 becomes the value at this point, right? Again, RB into L by 3 becomes the same. So your bending moment diagram is going to be like this. Agree? And it is positive because it is going to sag. And this is the point E. And what is the value at this junction? Value at this junction is RA, that is W into L by 3. WL by 3 is the value at this point. WL by 3 is the value at this point. Here it is 0. So this is the bending moment diagram. Okay. So clear with the bending moment diagram. So we have to first draw the bending moment diagram as shown. Then due to symmetry, we know that the slope at E is going to be 0. Okay. So due to symmetrical figure, no? So slope at E is considered as 0 at this point because it is symmetrical. I can't draw a tangent to this. This is the horizontal line. So slope is 0. So once we get to know that the slope is 0, then it is convenient for us to find the rotations and deflections with respect to this point. Because this is 0, now I will find the rotation at this point and deflection at this point with respect to the point E only. Okay, so this is A, this is B. Say I want to find theta A. Theta A goes with the same, that slope at A is nothing but area of M by EI diagram between AE. We will take A to E, this much only, because it is symmetrical. Okay, because it is symmetrical, we'll consider only half of it, A to E. So theta A is area between AE. Okay, area of M by EI diagram between A and E. Now how do we get the area? To get the area, this bending moment diagram is divided into two parts. One is a triangle, one is a rectangle. So area of a triangle is half, base is L by 3 and height is WL by 3. This is area of a triangle. What about area of a rectangle? it is this distance. What is this distance going to be now? Any guesses? This total is L by 3. So this is going to be half of L by 3. When I say half of L by 3, it becomes L by 6. Correct? So I'll write half of L by 3 only, convenience, that is this distance, into this height. Height is what? WL by 3. Simplify. This is WL square 18. Correct? And here plus. This is also WL square by 18. Am I right? Correct, no? So 2 times WL square by 18. So 2 times of WL square by 18, 2 goes. So we are left up with theta A as WL square by 9. Clear? Theta A, that is slope, rotation at A is WL square by 9 EI. I miss out EI always. So here everywhere EI should come up. EI. Clear? So this is about the slope at A. Now I want to find the deflection, say, with respect to the same point. Let us find the deflection. So to find the deflection, deflection of E or deflection at E, okay, with respect to A I have to find. This is got by taking the moment of M by EI diagram of AE, okay, about point A. With respect to this, I have to take the moment of this entire area to find the deflection at this point, right? So moment of area means this area into the CG distance from here, from now. With respect to A means what you will do? You're going to take moment about this point or the E point? About A, okay? So I've written here about it. So 2/3 has to be multiplied. So I will write it, just observe. So first comes the triangle. It is half base height WL by 3 EI. WL by 3 है ना यहाँ पे. WL by 3 EI is the area, okay, into CG. Now CG of this triangle is where? Here. So this distance is how much? 2/3 of L by 3. 2/3 of L by 3. Clear? This distance. This is for triangle. Plus, I have to do it for this rectangle now. Area of the rectangle is what? Half of L by 3 is this distance. And this height is WL by 3 EI. Okay? Into CG. CG means how much? This is already half of L by 3. Uska half plus L by 3. Correct? So look, I'll write it is W or half of the L by 6. This is L by 6, no? Half of L by 3 means L by 6. Uska half chahiye. So half of L by 6 plus L by 3 has to be taken. Half of L by 6 plus L by 3 because I'm taking moment over here. So this is the equation or the condition. Now we have to simplify. So what all will go? Only 2 will go. Anything else? No. So W L cube 1, 2, 3. Okay. W L cube divided by 3 raised to 4. How much? 27 3s are
81.
81 EI. WL cube by 81 is this, okay? Plus, for this I have to write. Before writing, let us simplify this. This is L by, half of L by 6 means L by 12. 6 2s are 12 plus L by 3. So 12 being the LCM, 4. So 4L plus L, 5L by 12. Correct? This becomes 4. This is 1 as it is. 3 4s are 12. So 4 times L plus 1L is 5L. This is going to be 5L by 12. Now I have to multiply this here. So half into L by 3 into WL by 3 EI into 5 W, no 5, W will not come. 5L divided by 12. Simplify. This is as it is. Anything goes? No. No, no. So 5 times WL raised to 4. Is it WL raised to 4? You're getting the same answer, all of you? WL into L. Extra L I have got somewhere. No, L raised to 3. 5 W L raised to 3 divided by 12 into 3 into 3 into 2. Kitna? How much? 12 into 3 into 3. ಎಷ್ಟು?
16.
216, huh? 216.
Yes, ma'am.
216 times of EI. So this side it is WL cubed by 81 EI, and this side it is 5 WL cubed by 216 EI. If you want, you can further simplify this. These both are it is plus sign only, right? So you can take some common things out, or you can simplify further, taking the LCM of these two, and we get the answer as 23 WL cube divided by 648 times of EI. This is a generalized case. Matlab, there is no distance and all mentioned. It is in terms of W and L. So it's okay if you keep it at this stage also, right? But the calculation has to be right. Clear? This was deflection at point E, that is midpoint, with respect to point A. Clear? Any doubts with this? They've also asked us in this particular numerical for this, find the deflection at point C, they have said. They have said find the deflection with respect to point C. Now can you tell me how do I find the deflection with respect to point C? Any guesses? Matlab I have to find deflection at this point. Here. How do we get? We have to just take moment of this diagram between CE, okay, about point C. Now when I was finding for deflection at E, I took this entire thing. When I want it about this, I will take only this area. Okay, I will write it over here. So say we want to find the deflection. So deflection, it's visible? Okay. Deflection of C about E, I'm taking, that is deflection at C about point E we have to take, right? For this, it is going to be moment of M by EI diagram, okay, between CE about the point C. Between CE about the point C, we have to take the moment, right? So now it is easy. What is the moment of this diagram? Matlab, I have to take only this about this point. So area is L by 6 into WL by 3. L by 6 into WL by 3, correct? This is the area into CG. I'm taking about the point C, so it is half of L by 6. How much is this? WL square by 18 into L by 12. So WL cube by 18 into 12. I think 216 EI. So this is the deflection at point C about the point E. Clear? So other way around, we found a deflection at this point and this point. So whatever is the deflection at this, it is going to be same at this point also, D point, because it is symmetrical. So you can always write, therefore, as the beam is symmetrical, okay, deflection at D is going to be equal to deflection at point C, which is nothing but WL cube by 216 EI. You can always make a note of that. No issues. Clear? Any doubt? So shall we take a numerical now? This was all in terms of W and also not that very user friendly. We'll take up a numerical, you will feel comfortable, right? So consider a beam as shown in the figure. The figure goes like this. This is the beam and loadings. 1 minute. We'll take some random loadings. Say it is 20 kilonewtons and 20 kilonewtons. This is 4 meters, 4 meters, and 4 meters. Okay, this is A, this is B. Clear? So we have to find the slope theta A and we have to find theta B, that is slope at these 2 points. And we want delta at midspan, that is E, and delta at, say this is C and D, so delta at C, same as the derivation. So first I need to find the reactions. So what is the value of reaction? RA and RB are going to be same. And what is the value? It is same as this load, that is 20 kilonewtons. Then plot the bending moment diagram. So it is going to be 20 into 4. How much? 80. Right? Like this. Like this. This value is 80 kilonewton meter. 80 kilonewton meter. From here also 20 into 4. 80. Clear? So this is positive bending moment diagram. I need the deflection at the midspan at this junction. So this distance is 4. And now when I say midspan, this becomes 2. Right? So now based on this, first let us calculate theta A, that is going to be the area of M by EI diagram between A and E. That is, this is A, this is E. Okay, so what is the area for this triangle first? Half base, height is 80, half base into height, plus this rectangle, 2 into height, that is 80. Yeah, what is this value? Please tell me. (160 plus 160), 320 radians by EI. 80 by EI. Correct? So this is your theta A, which is theta B is going to be equal to theta A, that is 320 by EI radians. Why? Because they are symmetrical in nature. The beam is symmetrical in nature. After this, we have to find the deflection at midpoint. Okay? So let us write deflection at point E here. So deflection at E, when I'm finding, I have to take the moment of M by EI diagram, right? Moment of M by EI diagram about what point? A or E? Yes, I'll take the moment about A or E.
E.
About point A, correct. Right, we will be taking moment about A. So look at this figure now, I want only these two and I have to take the moment over here. So first let us do it for the triangle. So it is half base, height is 80 by EI, okay, into, now CG. CG is going to be 2/3 of 4. CG is here, no, about this point. So this is going to be 2/3. So 2/3 of 4. This is for the triangle plus rectangle. 2 into height, that is 80 by EI, into half of 2, that is 1 plus 4. So tell me how much is this value? 2 into 80 into 2 into 4 divided by 3 EI plus 2 into 80 into 5 divided by EI. Give me the final value data. The ones who are joining the meeting at now. What is the time? 11 o'clock. Class starts at 10:30. Don't join for the sake of attendance. What is this value? Who is calculating? 216? No, that is true. How much?
1226.6.
1226.6.
Point
6
6 by EI
EI.
meters. Okay, so this is delta at E, that is midpoint. Agree? Delta at the midpoint. Now also let us find the deflection at point C. So delta at C I want, we have done that in the derivation. If I want deflection at this point, I have to, about point E, I have to take the area of this and take the moment about point E, right? So this is going to be, delta C is going to be equal to moment of M by EI diagram between C and E about point C, right? So moment, that area is how much? 2 into 80 by EI, 2 into 80 by EI, and perpendicular distance is going to be 2 divided by 2, half of 2. So 160 by EI is the value. So delta C is going to be equal to delta D, that is 160 by EI. Theta A is equal to theta B, we got at the starting. Delta C is going to be equal to delta E. This is deflection under point load. Clear? Any doubts till here? Any doubts?